speakers talked about agentic AI. It's very exciting. Right now in financial service industry, majority are still in pilot phase. Also because there are several very practical reasons that you cannot just let the agent do everything from the start to the end. The first one is infrastructure. Many banks are built on the infrastructure that's not suitable for agentic AI to just plug in to manage the whole process from the start to the end. It doesn't have all the APIs that agent can call. And the second biggest challenge is data. The data is just not ready for easy assessment, and also even the permission control is not there. I know some institution rolled out the Microsoft Office Copilot, but they have to roll it back. Why? Because it actually exposed a lot of documentations that should be confidential, but because the Copilot can just search everything that you have permission, it exposed all the confidential documents to a large audience. So they have to roll it back. First, do the data work, do the governance work. So the governance process is another thing that I mentioned. So right now, definitely many organizations in financial service industry already adopt certain Copilot, but the complete agentic AI from the start to the end process is still in the pilot stage.
Will not do any inventions, being perhaps after a few years, all the inventions will be done by AI and human all together, and maybe the human portion will be decreased again and again and again. So in the future, you're not sure you're investing in AI or human, so I just invest now. I don't know, but it's kind of crazy. You never see such a thing, like World Labs, like FAVD.
Not only this, I know DFF's students, once you are DFF students, if you graduate, VC will go after you, to give you money, right?
Exactly. You go into Stanford Computer Science Department, you'll not find any professor there, because every professor at least one startup and some are 2 or 3. So this is how it works.
Yeah, it's very scary. I think maybe in the future it's really dramatically changed. Seamon, I know you used to be very optimistic with this skill. Are you still being optimistic?
Yeah, I guess venture capital, I think we're definitely more on the optimistic side. So I think people will figure out what to do. So I mean, there's a lot of power in the new tools, right? So there's maybe billions of engineers, right? Because now you have Claude, Open Claude, you can build a lot of stuff. So I guess if maybe there should be some training programs or how to use the AI tools, but I think there's a lot of
But do you think it's better to be an entrepreneur in the future?
I think people have no choice, right? You have to you can't find a job, you have to build something, right? So
you will have single person billion dollar company soon.
That's right, yeah.
So Tao, that you from the financial industry, that we all know that for all the college students, being an analyst in a financial, in the investment bank is a crown jewel, for college students in the job seeking. So do you think this kind of job will disappear very fast?
Yeah, I think we definitely see the biggest impact to the entry-level positions. A question that's asked or discussed a lot for senior managers in the big organizations is, do we still need the entry-level positions? What kind of training should we provide to them? Because it's really not about whether we really need them to get the job done, because now with AI tools, it's much easier to get the entry-level job done. But the entry-level position is a great training program for people who really gain the experience to build the judgment to become senior decision makers. Without the training, without the experience of the entry-level jobs, you just don't get that. Here, all the senior people here, we grew from entry-level analyst associate. We did all the dirty work, we debugged the code, we built the model. that's how we gain the experience and know how to make judgment calls and make big decisions. So if you really don't have that experience, like how can you make the judgment call? How can you work with the AI tools, which now is not perfect, to really generate value to serve your clients? So I think, yeah, this is a big question for organizations. Think about the entry-level positions, how to still preserve them, and also what kind of training. It definitely need a revamp, a rethinking of the whole training program of the new analysts in big firms.